call me Big L. Big Silly, Big Money, Big Billy. They call me Big L. Big Silly, Big Billy. They call me Big L. Big Silly, Big Money. They call me Big L. Big Silly. They call me Big. They call me Big. They call me Big L. Big Silly, Big Billy.
Hello again, I am DJ Dr. Reggie B, and this is Turning the Turntables podcast. And I'm with the famous, infamous, yada yada yada, DJ WildChild DNA. Off camera, we were talking about a lot of DJ type things, controllers, and just, he doesn't like controllers. However, I did show him this one controller that he did like. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it out because a lot of DJs are watching.
That joint is serious.
And I'm not trying to promote this controller, but
because that comes with a check.
yeah. So if I was promoting this, they gotta pay me for it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, he did like this little controller. It's called a Hercules. So, and it's a little controller. And so you may see him one day out there with a laptop and that little controller.
Next week.
And he's gonna be getting it in. So you've been DJing for a long time, man. What's the most fun you've ever had DJing?
Most fun. That's a good question. The most fun. I don't know. College was fun because being from the DC Baltimore area and then having an audience of a northern audience from New York, Jersey, and being able to control that type of party. You know, it like fun is the fulfillment of knowing that you nailed something that's different from me.
So let's take it a little deeper, because you said being able to control that type of party.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a DJ. I know what that means. But tell the audience, what do you mean by controlling that type of party?
I got a story for that one. So, prime example. So, me and my partners, we saw our company Nice Round Table Entertainment at the time, and we were throwing parties at Morgan State, and we did. We're competing with all the different promoters, and a lot of shit went wrong for us, but we all working full-time jobs and going to school at the same time. So we got the money. Money wasn't the issue.
Right.
So we can afford whatever y'all want us to do.
Right.
It was like 5 of us. So, and then me and my partner, at this point, I'm good. I don't suck anymore. I'm good now.
All right.
So my partner's nice. I'm good.
So your skill sets are where you want them to be.
Where I thought I wanted them to be then.
Okay.
I got a lot better since
all right.
But so I'm good. My partner's nice. But we did this party, and it was the first free party that any promoter had ever had in the city. When we said everybody in for free. You know, before, because remember, people say free before 10 people.
Right.
Nobody had ever even heard of that back then.
Okay.
Nobody ever heard free, and it was free before I think like 1 o'clock or something. So which only gives us 45 minutes to make money.
Okay.
So we're going to check out the venue. It's like a 3-level venue, but the 3rd level is under construction. So we just got the 2 levels. So we're like, cool. The DJ booth overlooks the main venue. It's like a balcony type situation.
Okay, that's cool.
Main floor. And the owner's giving us all this. Oh, you can't. We hold 2,000, 3,000 people in here. You can't fill this building. I said, all right. So with these 2 floors, how many people you hold? He said, these 2 floors hold 1,200. Okay. So we negotiate the pricing and everything. We pay him the money up front. He's like, then we go through the whole security issue because it's our event. Like, he has his house security. We said, no, we want our security.
Right.
So we paid for our own security. We had our security. The house has their security. So, shout out to my brother Africa, who's head of the security team.
Okay.
That's my guy. He did Hammerjacks with us also. But so party gets crazy, and then fire marshals come through. So first it starts with, all right, if these people don't pull out their drinks because you got people underage in here, because it's a college party, you got people underage in here drinking, they don't pull out drinks, so we stop the music, get on the mic like, look, if y'all don't pull out y'all drinks, we bring the trash cans around, everybody pull out your fucking drinks right now, or we shutting this shit down. The whole party poured out the drinks.
Complied.
Party go back up.
Right.
Another issue comes up. Then fire marshals at it again. Oh, the fire codes aren't here, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck that got to do with me? I don't own the building.
Right. Exactly.
Not my problem.
Right.
So, but like, they tell us turn down the music, so we switch the vibe up.
Okay.
Slow the music down.
Right.
This is the middle of the party, bro. This ain't even
at the peak.
This ain't 1 a.m. yet.
Right.
We talking about like 11:40, 12.
Okay.
Slow jam, zapping Roger, computer love, like they going crazy.
Right.
But see, it's like when I say control the party, you gotta be able to control the vibe of the party. You can take them on a trip, but they didn't know what was going on in the background. They didn't know that they was in our ear saying you gotta turn the music down,
right.
because they dealing with that shit over here, the owner and the fire marshal.
So you were able to do what you needed to do.
Exactly, and to touch on that also with controlling the party, all the college parties we did I think probably about 27 college parties that we threw, and that's between 94 and 2000. No, 94 and 2002 because we were doing a couple joints afterwards, after I graduated. But I'm talking about ones that we actually threw.
Right.
Done a lot, DJed a lot more than that, but the ones we actually threw.
I get it. Y'all owned it.
But
y'all owned the whole game.
But the ones, no, we weren't even the main promoters. That's the crazy part. You had some of the main promoters on campus that was crazy.
Yeah, but y'all threw it.
Yeah,
so therefore y'all were the promoters for that.
For that, yeah.
Gotcha.
So we owned our shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the difference with our parties and the other parties, we never had one fight at any of our parties. But that's because you know how to control the crowd.
Right.
If you DJing, you control, like you can see when something about to break out.
True.
You playing that MOP and that Andy up, the Brooklyn niggas over here dealing with the Queens niggas, like you gotta switch this shit up, nigga.
That's true.
You gotta put some Mary J on real quick for these niggas. Call me the fuck down.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
So to that point, I have a term called, when you're in the zone, owning the crowd. It's the difference between controlling the crowd and owning the crowd.
Absolutely.
When you are in that zone and you can just do anything.
Yeah, that's the place you want to be.
So, give me an example of when you were just like there, and maybe something you did that, average DJ couldn't just do this.
Man, it's a lot. Trying to think.
I'll give you an example for one. I was DJing this big party, everybody in tuxedos, and I played Shout. And everybody dropped on the floor and did Dead Bug in tuxedos. And then one time I played the Hokey Pokey.
Yeah.
In the middle of a serious jam, and they put their right hand in and I owned the crowd.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, because, it's been a lot of, I'm trying to think of something left field that I did, though, because that means you do some left field shit, and I've done it.
Because you could.
Yeah. I'm trying to, because I'm kind of blessed where I kind of name, or I kind of choose what I want to do now as far as events.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because people know the capabilities I have musically. But I would say, I got one. So I'm doing one of my weekly spots I do every Saturday. And my partner's there. He comes out once in the blue moon. And he's in my ear like, I bet you won't play no country music.
Okay.
He talking shit to me.
Okay.
He see I'm killing it.
Right.
I bet you won't play no country music.
Right.
So I forgot, I dropped a country record. I forgot what it was.
Like an old school country?
No, it wasn't old school. Well, not old. It's like probably like mid-90s.
Okay, that's old school country.
Mid-90s, and then I played that, then I played Born in the USA.
Okay,
joint.
yeah.
And they going crazy, and I brought it right back, full circle.
Because it's a beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all about how you mix it, yeah.
And you own the crowd.
Yeah.
So once you get there.
Oh, I was talking shit on the mic the whole time while I'm doing it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, you have those points, but I ain't gonna lie, those are the funner points.
They are.
The funner parts of the party, yeah. So, but I still don't think that's the funnest.
So what's the funnest? Or what's the most amazing thing?
Oh, the most amazing
you've ever done as a DJ?
See, the most amazing and
Or
funnest.
party.
The most amazing is different from the funnest.
I agree.
Because I don't feel like I was at the level that I am now then.
Okay.
When this happened, I was in Japan, and my mother lived in Japan for 4 years, and I was doing mixtapes on cassettes then. So I would send my mom the mixtapes, and she would.
So I'm gonna do this for the audience. Don't move. Don't move.
Yeah.
Because everybody don't know what a real mixtape is.
Yeah.
And I just want to put these here as you talking.
Absolutely.
You know.
This is my this was my tape of choice that I will put out for I don't know, it's crazy that you got these still in plastic. You got these joints in the plastic. But these were the ones I would give to the public. These are the ones I would sell people after I put the stickers on them and everything. I would make it my own, put the DNA sticks on it. But these were
Those were my choices.
oh the TDKs were the master tapes.
That's
but we had the gray ones. I had the gray ones.
Oh,
The gray tapes.
they were a little bit more expensive.
Yes. They were the master tapes. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So we would I'm about to make sure they ain't 60 minutes. Yeah, 90 minutes.
No, it gotta be 90.
45 on both sides.
Yeah.
But so I would ship my mom the cassettes, and it was a Asian kid that ran a clothing company, clothing store, and he would sell my tapes at the store. So I'm doing this for like
He sold real mixtapes.
yeah, he sold my real mixtapes,
There
like
you go.
cassettes.
Right.
Like I had it's crazy because I came up with the mixtape game. I was doing mixtapes I used to work at a record store in downtown Baltimore, Discount Record City, Baltimore Paging. This is directly across the street from Discount Paging or whatever that shit was called on Utah Street and Utah Marbury in Baltimore. And me and a lot of famous or big DJs from Baltimore, we came through the same circle of record stores. There's about 3 or 4 different record stores down there. But I was pushing my tapes out of there, and then I had some friends in New York and from Morgan and every place. So I got plugged in, couldn't take. But I was like, yo, I'm not selling enough cassettes. What I need to do? Oh, I need better graphics. So I had a kid from Philly that went to Morgan with me. He designed a cover.
Shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Philly. I made a lot of money in Philly. I love Philly. But a lot of my fans from Philly too. But he did graphics. This just sold a little bit better. But I was like, all right, this shit still ain't. I need to be doing the numbers like the big homie S&S and big homie Clue and Doo-Wop and Ron G and them. So I'm looking at Clue and S&S and Craig G's tapes and everything. I'm looking, so I called their
So
graphics.
you saw their graphic stuff.
I called their graphics.
Oh, so you
designer.
just stole their shit.
No, I called their designer.
Yeah, that's
Who was
stealing
it?
their shit.
I'm paying a nigga to do the work. This nigga was charging me like $400 or $500.
Damn.
He's in Queens.
Damn.
So, but you gotta understand, he's doing the insert for the joints, the stickers on both sides with your name and the track list.
We
on
can
it.
open it if you want.
Absolutely, because they need to understand.
Yeah.
They need to understand.
Now,
But
when I used to open them, I just do like that.
Yep.
That's
how we did it.
Yeah, I didn't try to find a little thing. I had a knife.
And it's crazy.
Or I had a knife because all mine had like a little cut.
I wish I would have thought about it because, you know what's funny? I just found a whole bunch of tapes and I wondered, like, yo, why does all my shit crack like this?
It ain't
I
crack.
guess that's what I was doing.
It was cut. It ain't crack. It ain't
But
crack.
when you do it for so long, you don't remember what you did that
Yeah,
day.
it's just like
It's crazy.
splicing wire
It's
with
crazy
your,
that you
splicing
remember
wire
that.
with your teeth.
So look, he would design the inserts like this. This is the inside of the cassette tape. Put this down. He would design it front, the arm, the little back area, the track list inside. If you want to get real fancy, you want to give him an extra $200, he'll give you the fold out.
Wait a
You
minute.
can fold again.
$500 for that shit?
Hold on, let me finish. I ain't gonna say I wasn't robbed. Hold on, let me finish. So
I did my own.
hold on, let me finish.
Damn.
So then he would do the stickers for the cassette. So this is the actual cassette. The stickers here, front and back. The sticker might say DNA Spring '95, whatever the hot topic was or whatever the title of the tape was. Then the track list underneath for each side. Side A, side B. Down here would be WildChild DNA.
Some of them, actually, they used to come with these right here.
No, that's what the cassettes come with. No, I'm talking about once he designs it.
Oh.
He's designing this shit. So he's designed this. All he's doing is the graphics.
Okay.
So then he sends me so I get an envelope with the stickers. I get a one of those FedEx envelopes, you know, the flat rate stickers.
So he did all the
stickers and the covers.
That was cool.
And I get like 500 to 1,000 of them.
Oh, so that's worth it. That's worth it.
So
That's worth it.
Full color.
That's worth it. That's
so
worth it.
I started doing that. I saw my numbers go up instantly. And now think about it. I'm in Baltimore. I'm the only DJ in Baltimore that has this level of graphics.
Right.
So you got to think like, and with me it's always been I don't care how much it costs. I'll figure out how to dumb down the price later after I get in. You got to get in the door first.
Right.
You have to invest in yourself.
Right.
I know my shit is dope. I got exclusives that nobody got, and I can't get it out to the world the way I want to. Nah, we got to
figure it out.
Yeah, we got to figure it out.
Got to figure it out.
So we was doing that, and
Man, you should have seen your face light up when you.
the cassettes. I love it.
Well, you can have that.
Shout out to that dude. His name is P-Type Graphics. P-Type Graphics. I don't
He's
know.
still around?
I have no idea where he is now, man.
Because he put you on the map.
And indirectly, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because
you hired him.
That was the beginning of it. But then me and my partner P Cutter hooked up when we started doing. P Cutter taught me the distribution game. That's when we did the Street Wars and the mixtapes and the R&B Chronicles and everything. That's when shit went to a whole different level. And we got nominated for 5. Our first year, we got nominated for 5 awards at Justo's Mixtape, R.I.P. Justo's Mixtape Awards in New York. And we won Best New Mixtape DJ that year, the first year. And from there, a lot of DJs in New York hated us.
That's because New York thinks that they are the number one, the only one, and everything must come through them, and you gotta kiss the ring. I mean, I lived in New York for a few years DJing with them. I learned that.
It is what it is. I mean, it's a respect thing. I mean, we definitely.
But I will say this about
came
New
up with a
York.
lot of those guys.
As a DJ, I always give New York props because nobody else was doing what New York did.
Absolutely.
In the 70s, I mean, New York had 2 turntables and a mixer and a mic. Everywhere else, we didn't even know what it looked like. You know what I mean? And then they were rapping everywhere all the time like it was just normal. We were just trying to figure it out where they had already perfected it.
Yeah.
And then when it came down to making the money in the game, they really were making it. And so, you know, I shout out to them, but you can always get better.
Absolutely.
You can always get better. So, Baltimore. I'm going to go off script again.
Go for it.
So, out of all the DJs that ever came out of Baltimore, you one of them, right?
Definitely am, yes.
So rank yourself. Out of the top 10 DJs that ever came out of Baltimore.
I will say this.
Are you in that top 10?
I will say this. I would say so, yes. I would say I'm in the top 5, but not for the obvious reasons.
Okay.
Out of all the DJs that came out of Baltimore, first of all, if you know Baltimore, Baltimore has some of the best DJs in the world. Not the country, the world.
That's a big statement.
I know it's a big
I'm a
statement.
DJ, and I ain't from Baltimore. I'm from Philly.
I can stack up 20 DJs without me even being in the mix, and they will shut most of the country down from Baltimore.
Damn.
And I'm serious. My guys are, Baltimore got some of the best DJs in the world. I mean, and no disrespect to my DC fam, but if you look at Washington, D.C., Baltimore DJs run radio in Washington, D.C. Quicksilver's from Baltimore.
Okay.
Gemini's from Baltimore.
Okay.
You know, and you know, the list goes on and on. But
Shout out to my cousin Bill Turner, who probably watched this. He from Turner Station.
Okay.
Dundalk.
Absolutely.
And he's a DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bill, what up?
And he grew up with what's his Wawa, the guitar player named Wawa. Yeah, Wawa was Teddy Pendergrass's DJ. Guitar player.
Okay.
First and only one.
Nice.
So, and he's from Baltimore.
That's legendary shit right there.
Yeah, I'll get him in here one day and interview him, but you know, anyway. But back to the top 5 now.
Well, I'm gonna give you, I mean, because you gotta talk about eras too. Like, I mean, times. Like, I've been around for 25 years now doing this.
So, would you say you're one of the most successful DJs out of Baltimore?
I will say that. I will say that
because I mean, it ain't just DJing, right?
Yeah, but it also depends on how you rank success.
I would rank it financially, able to take care of your family, and longevity in the game.
I rank it,
and your level of your capability to call people up and just your authority, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But you know, like we were talking earlier about something else. And you said I do what I want to do.
I do,
and I love when you said that because that's all I ever wanted to do. I want to do what I want to do.
Right.
And that's how I rank success. Can you do what the fuck you want to do? Or are you held to a standard that you have to do this or else this is going to be a consequence?
Right.
There's no consequence for me. If I say I don't want to do whatever gig I'm doing this week tomorrow, you can't fire me.
Right.
Because I technically work for myself.
Right.
I'm doing you a favor in a sense.
You at that level now.
So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, most successful, I will say yes. But there are probably, I'll say there is a small niche of 5 to 10 guys that are amazing, that done great work out of Baltimore. I mentioned Quick earlier, and you can't doubt Quick's success. I mean, he's with KYS, DTLR, everything, and I'm not tooting another man's horn, but I'm proud. He's like little bro. I'm proud of him.
Right.
I'm proud of him.
And he bad.
Yeah, he bad.
He bad.
And a motherfucker know how to DJ.
He know how to DJ.
He
could come over here and get on my
that.
equipment and show me some stuff.
And a lot of people forget that.
I like collaborating with DJs like that here because we learn from each other. And then good DJs like that, I'm stealing all their mixes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like Quick.
How long you known Quick?
I've known Quick since he was 14 years old.
That was kind of like me and Scotty Beats.
Yeah. I've known Quick since he was 14, and we don't talk on a regular like that. But the relationship is great. Love the brother, and I'm proud of him. Happy for his family, and I wish him much more success. But then you got other people like our other young boy, Super DJ Big L, who I think is one of the best DJs in the world.
You keep saying best DJ in the world. It's a lot of DJs worldwide.
These niggas is nice, yo. I'm telling
Really?
you. I'm telling you. Now,
what makes them so good?
And let me say this also, like, when I'm talking about these DJs, I'm not talking about battle DJs. We're not talking about...
I know what you're saying.
I'm not talking about DMC. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about you can go in and rock a party of 20,000 people and control the party. Whether you're controlling it on a mic or with the music or whatever. Mm-hmm. These guys are those guys.
Okay.
So, those two, like, L is phenomenal to me. I love L. He's one of the best I've seen. The legendary DJ Booby. I haven't seen Booby play in a while. He moved to Vegas. He just came back to Baltimore. Booby's from Hamdex. He's the guy that we came up under. He's the OG.
Okay.
Booby, the way he used to control that crowd at Hamdex is like 3,000 people any given Sunday. This is a Sunday night.
3,000 people.
3,000 people.
That feels good.
No, look, 3,000 people in one room, and then you got Louis next door, Frank Ski, with another fucking 2,000, 1,000, 1,500, whatever.
Damn, on a Sunday night.
On a Sunday night.
That's a DJ's dream.
So
yeah.
But the way he controlled the room on the mic, his mixing was dope. He had the hottest mixtapes in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, when you have that kind of, like, I've yet to see anybody consistently do what Booby did.
How good are you on the mic?
I would rate myself like say if you give me 1 through 10, I'm about 8.5, 9.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on my thing is I gotta feel the vibe.
I get it.
I gotta feel the vibe.
So now
because if not, I'm cussing the crowd out the whole time.
So you
I'm an
actually
angry DJ sometimes.
How you do that, man? Because ain't it your fault?
When you no,
It's your fault.
motherfuckers are lame. They lame.
So you
no,
can't,
that's one thing I do
you
want to say.
can't fix it?
You can fix it by playing bullshit that they want to hear if they want to hear bullshit.
I get that.
Don't come to a 90s party asking for Cardi B.
Right. No, I understand what
And
you're
then be
saying.
mad because you and your 13 girls ain't hearing Cardi B. And I don't give a fuck. Don't
Right.
be mad that I don't give a fuck. And I tell you, it's 90s
So
party.
then you
yo.
get sarcastic on the microphone?
I get sarcastic as fuck. I am an asshole. And I don't stop.
So you call them out?
No, yeah, I call them out, and then I play other shit. They start dancing to other shit, and then I start talking more shit.
So, because you are a celebrity, you probably don't see yourself. But you are.
They call us celebrity DJs,
But you are, and so
Thank you, but-
it is disrespectful a little bit, right? You don't go up to Cardi B and say, "I want to hear you sing a Janet Jackson song,"
Exactly.
or whatever, right?
Exactly.
And so they know who you are, and if they don't,
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
all right, they're gonna find out.
I mean, that's the thing I don't like about this new age. They think anybody behind the turntable is just any DJ.
Mm.
So in a lot of, no disrespect to some of these younger DJs, but a lot of these younger DJs have taken the value away from the DJ.
Mm.
They discredited us by just doing anything in that booth where people feel like we're fucking jukeboxes.
Right.
You don't control party, I control the party.
Right.
I don't play shit just because you asked me to play it.
And so you're not a request DJ.
I ain't gonna lie. If you got a good request, I'm gonna get it in.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna do it right now.
Right genre, right BPMs.
Yes.
And probably was already in the mix anyway.
Either in the mix or if it's something that's dope that I didn't think of.
Right.
Like I love those requests, and it's very rare that you get them.
It's like, damn, you know what? I'm playing that.
I've had people ask me for shit, and the request would be so dope. Like, next record, I got you. Watch how I bring it in, though. I'm already like 500 miles per hour figuring out different ways to bring the record in that they just asked me for 2 seconds ago.
Right.
When you thinking like that, because that's some good.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
See the look on that face once you do it and you fuck it up. Like,
and
and
you
like,
call it out on the microphone. If you know them, like, hey, this one right here, special request to such and such. Got you.
Yeah.
So, here's a sentence that I need you to finish.
Uh-oh.
So I get to play with DJs too because I can. I mean, because I can, right? So finish this sentence.
We would say pause right now. You can't just say that like that. Pause.
If it were not for DJing, finish the sentence.
Life wouldn't be so amazing. Life is amazing.
You love your life as a DJ.
I love my life, period.
Okay.
But DJing is a major, major part of it.
And why would you say it like that? I mean, you said it with emphasis.
DJing taught me through all the headaches and through the roller coaster of dealing with different personalities, meeting different people, different promoters, just customers. It taught me what I can deal with, what I should deal with, and what I shouldn't. It taught me my value.
Mm.
Indirectly, because people discredit you, people don't respect you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get other people that kiss the ground you walk on.
Right.
So it's like the pendulum goes both ways. It's crazy, and once you see that, it's like, yeah. So why am I working this 9 to 5? So I just gave y'all 12 hours for this pay, and I did 4 hours and made this pay. It changed my way of thinking totally. I ain't gonna lie. It changed my way of thinking. I made a lot of money DJing. I made a lot of money off of mixtapes. I made a lot of money off of clubs. Like, I'm mad at my younger self of all the money I blew.
Because
That mixtape run was serious.
it comes through your hands.
No, come through is bro. Lots, but yeah, it just changed my way of thinking, man. But life is great because, in your wise words, I can do what the fuck I want to do.
So, what do you think the most significant benefit that you've received as a result of being a DJ?
The most significant benefit, time.
What do you mean by that?
As busy as I am, I always have time for family. Time is the biggest thing we all have that we can't get back. We cannot get that. We cannot get this time back. Everybody's busy. Everybody's hustling. Everybody's I'm just on the grind. But everybody's not taking care of family. Everybody's not doing that. And the reason why is because you're busy on that grind. You don't have the time to take care of the family or even show your family a little bit of attention.
I respect that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say this to the audience. So, we're here with DJ WildChild DNA and Turning the Turntables. And when I was on the phone coordinating him to come here today, he said, "Wait a minute. First thing I need to do is check with my wife to make sure that she doesn't have something else planned for that time that I don't know about." And so he put me on, pause.
Yeah, that's my co-manager right there.
And talked to his wife and came back to me, said, "We good. We can do it." And so I respect that, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I picked that up when we were on the phone, but I mean, I'm a family man, so I get it. Family first and foremost is one of the things I always say.
No, but you know what? It goes back to what you said to me earlier. Like you said, like when you was talking about my father, you said, "Well, your father was." I said, "No, I never said he wasn't there. He just wasn't in my life like that. He was there, but he wasn't there the same way. But he didn't have the time."
Right.
Working through when I working with the record labels is a fucking 24-hour job.
Mm-hmm.
You flying from this city to this city, you working with this artist, like you working with a label, you got fucking 25 to 45 artists on your roster at any given time.
That's a lot.
Or more.
That's demanding. It's demanding.
Now, fast forward, like if you understand how the business works, you understand like, all right, fast forward, when I got laid off at Air because budgets were cut.
Right.
When I was working in the music industry, they offered me. They said, "You didn't do anything wrong. Your success has been great here. Everything we've done great. We're just cutting shit."
Right.
So, where do you want to work? You want to work in New York? You want to work in LA? You want to work in Atlanta? Any record label you want, pick one, and we'll get you in there. You know what I told them? I'm good. Give me my service package.
Because you need to be with your family.
Well, no, then I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't worried about family then.
Okay.
I just was tired of the bullshit with the.
Okay.
I saw the inside of the industry.
Right.
There's a lot of bullshit.
And it just wasn't you.
And I felt like, no disrespect to, there's a lot of great ones out there, but my father taught a lot of people, every VP at every label with the exception of Def Jam at the time, which was Kevin Liles, with the exception of Kevin Liles, every VP at every label came in under my father.
Mm-hmm.
Every record label.
So you could be one of those VPs.
I could be. Like my baby sis is not blood sis, but that was working with me. She's VP RCA right now.
Okay.
So yes, I could have, but I didn't like the politics. I don't like. It's not who I am, right? And I felt like I don't like dumb shit. That's something. And I felt like, no disrespect, I love most of them. I felt like a lot of them were idiots.
Right.
And I don't want to get involved in dealing with idiotic shit consistently, which is going to enslave me to a system that I'm not really trying to be enslaved to.
I get it, man. That's called independence.
Nothing better than that.
And you your own man.
Absolutely.
Many of us grow up wanting to be our own man, talking about it, but very few of us ever really achieve it. It sounds like you achieved it.
I say so. Now I'm on to a whole new wave now, but yeah.
What do you mean new wave?
Now
You in the industry?
No.
Or just mindset?
Mindset, and it's like this. Like you said, independence. Like I said, I wish I knew what I know now because I made so much money then that I threw away. I'm talking about throwing away money. Like, I'm going to a club with 100 motherfuckers and the promoter's like, yo, you and him are good, but these niggas gotta pay. And I'm like,
And
How
you
much?
paid it
And I
full.
pay for all of them. And then buy tables and bottles.
That's some MC Hammer shit.
All dumb shit. Yeah. But all the money was cash, so it's not like you're accounting for the
You don't even know what
I
you
don't know
spent.
what I spent.
You just pulled out what's in your pocket.
But I know what I made because I'm looking at the numbers of units we moved.
Right.
So but when I say freedom, like I'm that financial freedom now is where I'm after next. Now, I'm good. I want to be great. I can do what the fuck I want now, but I want to be on some next level shit.
So, I usually ask.
No bricks.
All right. After this. So I usually ask a lot of questions about celebrities. Who you know, you consider yourself a celebrity and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna ask you those questions because you DJ WildChild DNA and you are that celebrity. I mean, you have broken a lot of celebrities. You've been around celebrities. You are one. So if there's anything you want to say in that whole element of thought process, I give that to you. But I don't want to be disrespectful and ask you some basic questions.
I mean, what do you mean as far as what? I want to say as far as what and couldn't.
So, for instance, when it comes to breaking records or artists or whatever, I would say, in your case, it would be how many or who are they?
Oh.
And so you may not want to mention.
No, I mean, I don't mind. Let me say this first. DJs are the least, or one of the least respected people in the game.
That's, I don't mean to cut you off. I said, do you feel like DJs are unsung heroes?
We are. We absolutely. We can go into that even deeper. But I'm gonna say this to all the artists out there: respect the DJs because we can be your rise to power, or we can be your downfall, or a lot of y'all forget about us. A lot of them forget about us. As far as artists I've broke, I'm responsible for breaking Trey songs. I'm responsible for a big part of Raheem Devon's career, K. Michelle. If you want to go hip hop on the East Coast, Northeast, we did a lot for Jeezy in his early career. We did a lot for Dipset early career when it comes to like the DMV area. So I mean, but you can't discredit other DJs because there's a lot of other DJs doing the same stuff we were doing it. We just had a bigger voice, but somebody starts a wave. So when I start a wave, now this motherfucker wants to put Trey on his mixtape because I started a wave. Well, they want to put Dipset on their mixtape because I started a wave, and it's different. Motherfuckers just like, and shout out to Trey. Trey awarded us with a mixtape award on BET. Shout out to Trey Songs. Rick Ross is another one. But,
right.
Just a lot of people just forget the work that we've done.
The work as DJs or your company or both?
Both. Work as DJs, work as my team, my roundtable team, my rooftop team. I mean, we paved a lot of ground. We did a lot of groundwork, but it is what it is, man. I mean, so I'm not angry about it.
I mean, you're doing well. And as we
I ain't doing as well as them.
Then they need to be shouting you out because you helped them to get there.
Yeah, but that's what I said. They forget.
So before we close this out,
Some of them.
before we close this segment
Shout out
out,
to Raheem still the brother. He's good.
hey, we had him at one of our Kappa parties that we threw as a presidential party when President Barack Obama got elected.
Yeah.
And he came in, and he was only supposed to jam for maybe about 30 minutes or so, and he was filling the crowd so tight. He took over.
He'll go. That's what he does.
Yeah,
He's a great
he's
guy.
like, I'm having fun, so I'll stop when I'm not having fun.
Exactly.
And we're like, good, ladies loving it,
Yeah.
But before we close it out, I just wanted you to mention, just from a business perspective.
Are we done?
No, this is a segment. We're gonna do it again. Because we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna come back again with DJ WildChild DNA. But before we take a break, business, right?
Yeah.
You own companies. You're in charge of companies. You've done radio. You've done a lot of things. I think there's a TV broadcast. out there that Breeze was talking about. Just give me a thumbnail of the names of the entities that you are involved in.
Currently or in the past?
Well, I mean, currently
everything is me. Like I am downsizing with everything. COVID has opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, a lot of like I said, life is good. I'm still co-owner of 66 Raw, even though I am falling back off of 66 Raw.
And 66 Raw is what?
66 Raw station we saw with XM Satellite Radio, the original, uncut, unedited hip hop station, the first in the world on satellite radio, XM, before XM and Sirius merged. When they merged with Sirius, they dropped the station. They allowed us to keep the brand. The owner, Leo G, they brought me on as one of the co-owners, along with Danny Black. And then me and Danny Black took over everything, and me and Danny Black ain't seeing eye to eye on everything. And it's a DJ versus business side mentality.
I understand.
And so that's one thing. DNA on Demand is my new brand as far as interviews and shows and podcasts. I'm doing a lot with that. I was about to kick it off right before. I did some rough runs with like 4 or 5 interviews right before COVID hit, and then COVID.
So am I doing okay? Because
you're doing great, bro.
All right.
So I mean, those are the main things. But I've been involved with too many brands to name. Michelin S, Grey Goose, a lot of the major brands, like I said, Hot Important Nights. But everything comes through different stuff, different forms, different like mixtapes, or if I'm doing an event, we have sponsorships, so it's a little bit of everything.
The reason why I asked that question is, especially for the DJs that are watching, this is a business.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a business, and everybody that comes to me wanting to get tips, I say it's show business, and it's 20% show and 80% business. And most of the people that come into this are looking at the 80% show and 0% business.
Everybody wants to be a star, but nobody wants to do the paperwork.
Right, but it really is 20% show and 80% business, and that's why I wanted to ask you that question.
Yeah.
So we have DJ WildChild DNA here. Y'all heard a lot of nuggets. On his show, I heard the term gems. So
Gotta drop some gems every now and then.
A lot of gems were dropped. So I'm learning from him on that. And so this is, DJ Dr. Reggie B turning the turntables. And we're gonna pause for now.
We'll be back.
But we will be back.